Hey guys, Dimani here with another video. Today we're going to be doing one on this brand new mobile game, 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Now, this came out about a month ago in Japan and it's taken over everything, guys. The game is absolutely amazing. Everybody was telling me to play it and I did so. And I'm going to have to say, flat out, is the best mobile game I've ever played. And I can't even read the damn thing. So, I want to do a video today telling you guys and explaining how to install it on your phone. And then we'll also talk about basically the beginner tutorial that I can give you guys in English, because I beat the entire campaign like on the Japanese side, and I know a good portion of things I can teach you guys. If you guys want to play this and experience this, then you can do so now. Now, before we get too far, I'm going to say I do not know when there's going to be a global release of this. There's no release date yet. It may never come, but because of the popularity of this game, I can almost damn near guarantee you that there will be, okay? Guys, also, giveaway in the description. Broly figure, check it out. Got to give that quick plug. Let's hop right into this, okay? So, to install it on your Android device, it's easy for you. It'll take you probably 5 minutes to install it, no big deal. You need to go to a website, Qoo App, and I'll show you guys that in a second, and install it, okay? If you're on iOS, I cannot help you. I don't have any iOS devices. I can tell you the method in order to do so is make yourself a Japanese iTunes account and then go install the game that way, get it on your phone, and that's how you do that. There's YouTube videos out there kind of like clarifying that, but I can't make that video because I don't have an iPhone, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna switch phones here. Yep, and we're going to do this from scratch. This phone doesn't have Qoo App on it. This phone doesn't have 7 Deadly Sins on it. It's a brand new phone. It's my Galaxy S8. I use it for streaming, Dokkan Battle. But I will say, apologize for the overlay as well, because I haven't, made an overlay for this. I don't know what kind of traction this is going to get, if it's worth me, investing time in an overlay. If you guys want to see more content on this, throw some likes on that video. This might be a little bit longer of a video for that reason, okay? All right. So the first thing you want to do is open up your web browser. Go to Google. Type in Qoo App, all right? If you are on PC, you can do it through BlueStacks, okay? You just need to download a BlueStacks web browser and type in Qoo App and download it on BlueStacks, all right? Now the first hit, that is Qoo App here. We're going to just hit download Qoo App. And for this video, I already have it installed on this phone, but we're just going to say just once. Boom. All right, and it's just telling you to download the app, okay? Fairly easy to do. You just hit the button and it downloads. All right, once it's installed, you go, let me close all. You go to the app, let me type in Qoo. There it is. All right, cool. Let it load. It might need an update. I haven't actually opened this one in a while, but this is how you get all the Japanese games. This is also how you get Japanese Dokkan Battle too. All right, so an update's ready. No big deal. I'll do that real quick. I'll probably cut this part out while this uploads. No, it's quick. If you get any messages like this, just tell it to install. This is a good thing that this is popping up, so I can show you guys this too. It's not a big deal. Nothing's going to happen to your device. It's not going to blow up. The government's not going to come get you. Let it install. App installed. Open. All right, cool. So we can skip this. There are ads on this site. That's the only, or this app. That's the only bad thing. All right. So in here, we're going to type in 7 Deadly Sins. Search. First hit right there is the one by Netmarble. That is the one that you want. So we're gonna click on that. We're gonna hit download. It is about 100 megabytes. It shouldn't take too long to download. My internet speed is relatively fast. So we are done. Okay, so then I'll ask you permission to install on your phone because it's not from the Play Store. You say install. This is also the procedure you go to update the app as well. The updates, it'll just show update instead of install at that point through Qoo App, okay? All right, so once it's done installing, we're gonna open the app and we're gonna hop right in. All right, so we have the app open. We just hit OK a couple times, hit the green buttons, and then it is basically telling you that you need to install 1.6 gigs. Basically, it's just the whole data, dump that they're going to put on you. You get to watch a cool little movie. If you guys haven't seen the anime, I would highly, it would be really cool if you actually watch the anime while playing this. It's on Netflix, so completely free to watch. Well, I guess Netflix isn't free, but I mean, everybody has a Netflix account, so go check it out. Very, very top tier anime. You guys would enjoy it. But I'm going to skip this part. You guys can sit here and watch this. There's no reason for me to do this in the tutorial. Alright, so the next thing we want to talk about is the daily reward. Now, guys, you do not want to miss a daily reward in this game. They're so generous. I don't know if this is ever going to change. I hope it maintains throughout the entirety of the game. But every 7 days, you're guaranteed an SSR ticket. As you can see right there on the screen, you get the top row every 3 days, the bottom row the next 3 days, and then the 7th day, you get an SSR ticket. So I highly, highly, highly recommend logging in every day because those SSR tickets are busted. Like, pulling dupes in this game is amazing. It really is. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to hit OK. I need to reduce the sensitivity of that OK button, or that home button. And lots of extra bonus rewards for probably being a new player. So we'll gladly, take all that. Okay, so for the rest of this video, we're actually going to be playing it on my main account. Main reason being is the tutorial is very scripted. Like, it goes on for a while, and it makes you choose your characters. It makes you do everything. So you will definitely have to do that while playing the game. But I wanted to show you some things that the tutorial didn't teach me. I didn't find out until later in the game. Things that you might be having issues with, okay? Because you can't read it is the biggest problem here. So let's just go forth. So once you gain control of your character, the first thing you're going to have is the pub. Now, you won't have all these options available to you at the start, but they will open up to you as you progress through the story, okay? All right, so this is the pub. If you click this button down here, this is where you're going to go. In the pub, I'm just going to kind of skim through things. Bon is where you go to create food. Elizabeth has your daily login bonuses. You can also change her outfit when you're feeling like you need to see Elizabeth change, which, happens a lot. Deanne is the one that she basically breaks down your unused equipment for upgrading materials. For example, we'll do one really quick so you guys can see. I have an uncommon. I'm never going to use that. So we'll break it down now. And so she slams her fist together, touches the ground, and your ring is now crafting materials. So very cool. That's what Deanne does. Now, all right, so let's take a look at King right here, okay? So if we open up King, he does two things. He can downgrade medals or upgrade medals. So if you're lowing something but you have a higher tier, you can actually downgrade it to a lower level. Or if you have a lot of a lower level and you need a higher tier, you can push them up. So as you can see, if I want this big red book over here, I can trade in 6 of them to get the big red one. So you kind of see how that works right there. It takes a lot to get one of those red books, by the way. So not doing that for this video. So that's what King does. And that's pretty much the majority of the hub. Hawk over here is also free money, so you always want to come over here and talk to Hawk. Free money is good money. You can set these things up. I'll go over that in detail at a later time. That's a lot to go over. So the next thing we want to talk about is the second tab. This is probably your second most important tab. This is all your missions, and missions are very important, okay? So the first one is all your accepted missions. We're looking at the first tab up here, by the way. The first one is all your accepted missions. Now, this first one is going to be the first town, and this is how it goes by towns: first town, second town, third town, fourth town, and so forth. Okay. Now the second tab right here is going to be your daily missions. So you want to make sure to do these every day. It's free gems, guys. So you definitely want to do these, and good rewards as well. When you're playing through the campaign, these will all be lit up. I've completed all character-specific missions that were available, so they're not lit up for me. But you definitely want to do all the green missions. Now, green symbolize dailies. Just remember that, okay? All right, and the last tab is going to just be your general missions. I can't read half this stuff. I can tell you that there's a lot of free stamina here and a lot of free gems and a lot of free money. Now, me personally, just a little word of advice. This is free stamina. If I pick this up, my stamina will go up by that number. What I normally do, there's an auto function in this game. I will grab all that stamina towards the end of the night. Like when I'm about to go to bed and have like 250 stamina and just hit the auto button on something and go to bed and wake up with all the stamina used, the event completely grinded. So I don't recommend picking this up like as it comes. Do it smart. Use it for grinding when you're AFK. Like that's the smartest thing to do with it, right? Grind while you're not playing. All right, third tab is going to be your character tab. Now, this is where all the characters are gathered. You can see what characters you have because they're lit up. The characters that aren't lit up are characters that you haven't summoned for yet, okay? Pretty easy and self-explanatory. Now, it has the general rule. If you guys are thinking Dokkan, SR, SSR, and UR, those are the only. There's also commons as well. I'm sorry. There's rares, SR, SSR, and UR, and they all require awakening medals to go further. Now, the cool thing about this game is any character can go to UR. So if I wanted to, like for example, this Elizabeth right here started off as a SR character, and I awoken her. If I want this, let's pick one. If I want this Jericho right here to awaken, I'd have to get her to max level, and then I can awaken her to an SSR, and then I can awaken her again to a UR. So that's the coolest part I think about this game, is every character can be valuable, okay? Now, there are a lot of SRs that aren't as good as SSRs, obviously. You know, SSRs are the best characters, but there are some pretty viable SRs as well. Alright, so that's the general knowledge there. I'm going to do a whole equipment one. Like if this video gets enough traction, we'll do a whole equipment, breaking that down, and the awakenings over here. Because you can these are basically like the dupe passive characters. And this one right here is going to be your SA. If you pull copies of a character, you can use their tokens to raise the super attack. Alright, so that's all I'm going to spend on the character tab. Pretty important. If you want to set your team here, you absolutely can. Now, this is actually super important. I'm glad I brought this up. This is your main lineup right here, right? So what does main and sub mean? The three main characters that you have selected when you go into fight, those are the three that are going to come out. The sub character will come out if one of those characters dies. So if you are gearing up characters, you want to try to have 4 characters at max level. That will help you out tremendously, okay? Don't just do 2, don't just do 1, have 4. All right, max SSR level is 50, max UR level is 60. You can awaken it, make it 65, awaken it again, make it 70. Right now, currently in the game, to my knowledge, 70 is the cap, okay? There are some, I believe, UI characters that the game provides you that are 75 that I've run into, but I don't think that people actually own those. I can't read it to confirm that, though. All right, and yeah, you can swap out any character. Now, the sub boxes. Sub boxes are special characters that are related to that character. So let me actually just remove him. Yeah, we'll move Gother. So Merlin links specially with Gother. So I have a few different Gother characters. So if I were to put a Gother on her, instead of having 6,564 attack, Gother is raising her up to 6,715 attack. So it's important to have an arsenal of characters for that reason. Now, there are certain characters that have fate combos that basically up their super attack and do different things. Let's see, what is an example? Oh, King is an example right here. So instead of a cross like you see right here with Merlin, King has 2 swords. That's going to change his super attack up because I have the special Diane that can do that. Halbram has that. I can't remember this dude's name for the life of me. And then Jericho has her. So you definitely want to research what characters do what. Okay, so the next tab we're going to look at is the Summon tab. Now, obviously, this is where you go to get new characters. This banner that's currently live is actually not a bad banner. The SSR rates on this banner are 7%, while the other banners right now are 3%. So it's over double. You know what? Screw it. Because we're making a video, might as well record. You know, doing my first multi on camera. Hey, it's a business now, right? So like I said, double rates on this one. I'm hoping to pull something good. Oh, he blasted him back. I can never tell which GSSR. I just gotta watch it. And we're getting blasted. So if we, okay, it's blue text. If we push it. Oh, it landed in the center. It may not be anything, guys. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we got nothing. It should all be duds. So I'm going to go ahead and skip it. All turned into tokens. It's fine. It was for the video. No big deal. So I'm glad I got those tokens right there so I can show you guys what they do. They're all dupes, basically. So it was kind of a pointless multi. Anyways, so that's where the summons are, okay? Next is the shop. This is where you go to spend money. You can spend real life money. Personally, I'm trying to stay free to play for the most part on this game. It's very free to play friendly. They give you a ton of gems every single day just by playing the game. If you guys want to see a tutorial video on everything you should do every day to get those gems, let me know in the comments and I will make one, okay? There are some daily things that you can do here, like if you tap Meliodas, I believe you can get one 1 equipment piece a day. Also some daily summons. There's also a daily discount summon. I didn't show that because I've already done mine today. Just scroll over, you'll see a 1 gem daily discount. And that's pretty much it for those top 2. This one right here is if you want to flat out purchase gems, which I don't recommend. You should go after the sales that Elizabeth has. And then Gother is all cosmetic outfits. You can buy outfits for your characters to use in battle, which also increase their stats, so pretty cool. There's an event going right now with swimming suit. So if you guys buy the Hog Pass, I think you get 1 event ticket for free. But if you buy the Hog Pass, we'll go over that in a minute as well. You get more event tickets for that. Now, the most important one here is going to be this tab right here, the coin shop. Okay, so let's talk about the coin shop, guys. The coin shop is probably one of the most important parts of this game. This game is a gacha game. We all summon on it. It gives you tons of free gems, tons of free tickets. You're gonna get coins. It's inevitable. So what do you do with the coins? Well, there's a lot of different things to do with the coins. I'm gonna tell you the thing that you need to know the most. Okay. The coins are used to buy the best SSRs currently in the game. I don't know if this will always be true, but currently they are used to buy the best SSRs in the game. So, if you look at the shop, right now I can purchase Bon, Gother, Deanne. I already have Deanne, so it'd be a dupe. Meliodas and Merlin for 7 coins each. Currently, I have 10 coins, okay? But I don't recommend ever buying a character down there. You want to buy them when they're on sale. Unless you're an absolute whale and you have hundreds of these, you want to buy them when they are on sale. This up here rotates every single week. And in 2 days, 17 hours, Bon, this is the best guy in the game. It's a good time to start playing. Bon is on sale for 5 tokens. He is, in my opinion, probably the best unit in the game right now. That's why this game's so crazy. They basically give you... I haven't spent any money, and I'm going to get the best unit in the game in 2 days and 17 hours. So, it's very, very cool, okay? Like I said, all the coins come from dupes. The second best unit in the game, in my opinion, as well, is Gother. Bon and Gother are the 2 main prizes right down here. Meliodas is very good, but I think from the tier list I've read, and I will show you guys that tier list in just a second, Meliodas is not as good as a unit as Gother and Bon. Change my mind in the comments, okay? Alright. So there's also every SR dupe that you pull, you also get SR tokens. And same thing applies up here. These rotate, these SSRs rotate in and out. There is a few other options here. You can buy SR Awakening Medals. You can buy keys. I'll show you guys what the keys do. You can buy this thing right here, which in my opinion might be the best option, especially if you're low on SSR Awakening Medals. And then probably the best unit that is here, and let me know in the comments if you think differently, is Slater. Slater is OP as hell. I wouldn't spend 20 tokens on him. He just left up here. They rotate out. You can always click the calendar and see when they're coming back. Right now, it's... I can't remember. See, that's the problem with playing Japanese. I can't remember everybody's names. All right, and if you guys want to know what units are coming up next, like what's going to happen next week, you can always click the calendar and see what rotation it is on. So if right now King is on right now, Bon's coming up, Gother, Deanne, then Meliodas, and then Merlin. So it always goes in that same rotation, and then it repeats, and they constantly add new units into this list as well. Unless you're a total whale, I would wait till they go on sale at 5 coins each, like I said. Or if you're doing SRs, they cost 20 instead of 30. That's quite a difference. 20 SRs to pull is kind of a lot. And your SR tokens are valuable in this game. That's what's so cool. These kings are super. These keys are super valuable, and this orb right here is super valuable. I would personally, if you are looking for an SSR to buy from this shop, the Slater right here is a busted ass unit. So he's probably the best pick out of anything here. Slater, and there's a few others that are good, but Slater's definitely the best pick. Now, this is also amazing. Okay, so for your commons, I always pick this up right here. You can buy stamina potions with every common that you pull. So I have 18 medals right now. If I wanted to, I can trade one of those medals in. Boom, get a stamina potion. So it's a good way to recover your stamina besides using gems. You know, save those gems for summoning. Summon more commons so you can buy more stamina. You know, it's very free to play friendly. I like it. They did a good job there. Now, this is something that you're not going to pick up unless somebody tells you or shows you. So I want to show this part as well. In this tab, the last tab, The only one that you really need to worry about, well, this is the friend. If you guys want to add friends, this is the one that you would do. But the only one that you really want to worry about is going to be this top right, and that is going to be the barrel and the cup. You want to click on that, and you want to go to this last tab, okay? If you guys are short on money, these chests, the only thing these chests do is sell for money, okay? So you can click on the chest, you can click this button, and you can sell it right then and there. Now, there is an event that's happening within the game. This may not be live, but depending on when you are watching this, that is going to up the sell value of these things by 20%. It is kind of a lot, so I'm hoarding mine right now. Like, for example, if I only have 952K, but if I wanted to, I could just be like, oh, boom, there's another 900K right there. So I'd be set for a while. So it's not something that you have to sell them all at once, but there's definitely a lot of opportunity to earn I keep wanting to say Zenny, but it's money. All right, so the last thing that we're going to talk about, and this is something that needs to be done every single day, is these crosses right here. You guys want to make sure to click that, and this tab up here, boom. Now, this is where you're going to go to earn awakening medals for your SSRs, which is, we're not going to use one of those right now. This is where you earn awakening medals for your SSRs. You can only do this 3 times a day. It's the only thing in the game that's repeatable to awaken SSRs, so it's definitely something that needs to be done. This stage right here is for experience. I do not recommend trying to level up characters via missions. That's one thing that I don't like that this game does, is the missions do not reward enough experience, or there's no experience stage. So I can't just go out and be like, oh, I'm going to grind this mission 100 times. It's not a thing in this game. This right here is the awakening medals, and these rotate daily, guys. So there's the red, green, and blue. So they rotate daily. So you just pop this open, and then you can run. I actually haven't beat that one yet. You can run this mission to get the awakening medals to turn your characters from SSRs to URs, and you also are going to need 3 of these for every single character. It's like the most rarest currency in the game, and they're really hard to come by. And this is where you got to be patient, okay? They also drop from this event as well. Actually, let me just do this. If you want to see what an event can give you, you can hit the magnifying glass and see everything that's in there. This is pretty important as well. I'm going to be running this event because it just opened up literally at the time of recording this video. This one down here is for money. I believe it opens up 3 times daily at certain intervals, which I can do another video on. But this is what you want to run to earn a lot of money right here, okay? And this is also the keys that you can buy from the SR tokens to open. If you guys are running short on money, buy those keys, and you can grind this as many times as you want. So every SR you pull is more basically money. It's cool how it works. All right. So, the last thing we're going to go over is combat. So, you know what? I said I was going to run one of those things. So, let's actually pop this open, and we are going to go do one of these events really quick. So, here's the main team that I use. I am currently hoarding my SSR Awakening medals to get Bond to 70 as soon as I can buy him. So, I refuse to level up Jericho until Bond is level 70. I may push King to 65. I haven't really decided yet. But for the sake of this video, let's actually swap out this character right here, and this is why it's important to have friends, guys. Oops. We're gonna hit OK. So here's my friends' characters right here. We are going to take let's take a Demon Meliodas. Yep. Put him right there, and we'll swap out. No, I don't want an all-red team. That's dangerous. Let's do that. It's fine. We'll put him as a sub-character. So if one of my characters dies, Demon Meliodas would come in. My characters should be able to beat this event, no problem. So I'm not too worried about it, okay? Okay, guys. Here is our basic combat tutorial, okay? So there's a few things that you need to know before starting. There's an auto button. So if things are easy and you don't want to farm, you want to go do something else, you can hit the auto button and go, 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 go. The auto button is right up here. For the sake of this video, we are not going to be doing auto though. The button right next to it is going to automatically restart the event once you have completed it. However, if you brought a friend instead of your own units, you cannot use that button because it wants you to choose a new friend every single fight. So if you bring your whole team though, I can actually hit auto and hit this button up here. I can have enough stamina and walk away, and the event will be run all the times it needs to be run until I run out of stamina. It's very helpful for auto grinding. Now, let's talk about gameplay, okay? First thing you see on the screen, we have cards. Cards can be combined with the same card. Cards go bronze, silver, gold. fairly self-explanatory so far, okay? The enemy has cards above their head. So you can see, this is where it gets kind of cool. You can see what characters are attacking. So looking at the screen right now, this guy right here is going to attack me once. The guy on the right is going to attack me twice. One with probably a spell card. I think that's with the skull. It's going to have an effect on me. And then a regular attack. So the guy on the left is not going to be attacking at all. That's very important when you choose what character to crowd control. CC is also another term for crowd control. You might hear that a lot on forums and Reddit and everything. CC, crowd control, hold a play character in place for a turn. All right, so let's talk about combat. So when you combine a card, you will get, I'm just going to call it like a limit break point, an AP point, whatever you want to call it. You see these little bars above the character's head? When you fill those up, you get a super attack. When you combine 2 cards, it fills up by 2. Do I have 2 of the same card? I do. So look at Halberd right here. We're going to combine these 2 cards. And we just got basically 2 points towards our super attack. We fill it up, we can do 1. Every time you use a card, you get another super attack, okay? Now, this is where crowd control becomes so important in this game, and this is why my team is so good. Now, Merlin has an ability right here to freeze an opponent, so I'm going to freeze that guy. And Halberd, once I make this move right here silver, it is going to stone an opponent. So you'll see as such on the screen, we are going to freeze. And Halberd's going to come in, and he's going to do a lot of damage. And he's stunned, and the other person's not attacking. So they can't do anything. And now it's my turn again. All right? And so when cards come in, they can also fuse. There's a chance that they can also fuse, and that will also raise super attacks. So there's a little bit of RNG to it as well. And as cards fuse, they get stronger and stronger. Okay, so this right here is my Discord. I'm going to leave a link in my Discord in the description. Anybody can join this. I highly recommend it, especially if you're needing help with this game. I'm going to create a 7 Daily Sins chat just for this video, and hopefully it becomes something because this game is absolutely amazing and you guys should try it. All right, so there's 2 different tier lists that I like to use. One is in English, so it's a little bit easier for it to understand, but I don't agree with the tier list, if that makes sense. This one right here, this Tazai Boom, I think the tier list is a lot better. But for the sake of this video, we're going to use this one just to show what the cards do, because everything's in English and you don't have to auto-translate anything, okay? So real quick, let's look at Helbram, all right? So this really good website that actually shows what the cards do. You're gonna have to look this up because you can't read the kanji that's in the game. Now, what does Halberd do? All right, so this move right here inflicts 120% damage on a single enemy and reduces its ultimate gauge by 1. So that is so important. That's like one of the best things in the game, to reduce that ultimate gauge, by the way. If the opponent's about to super you, you can hit him with that and basically make his move invaluable. So that's so good. Now, this one right here, the stone move we just did, inflicts 200% damage to a single enemy. Not very good at a bronze card, and that's what we're looking at right now. Hunting Ball cleanses all enemies' buffs and stances and deals 280% damage. That's his ultimate abilities, which I hope to show you in this video. And then here is his Fate combo. We talked about Fate combos a little bit. This is the one that you'll see in this video, actually. You can see, because we linked this character to the right character, he's going to be doing a Fate combo, and you can see the damage increase from 280 to 350. So very important you guys get those characters for the Fate combos. He also has a passive, basic stats increased by 5%. Oh, hold on. Basic stats increase by 5% for each surviving ally character, so very good passive as well. Now, you can also change the stars on here, and you can see instead of a bronze card, he now petrifies for 1 turn. So very good website to use. And if it's 3 stars, it petrifies for 2 turns. Now, most CC in this game, there are a few exceptions. If I freeze an opponent or if I stone an opponent, and then I hit them in that same turn, it's gonna break out of it. So you gotta make sure to do it at the last attack, if that makes sense. Hopping back over to the game, guys. Okay, so we're here again. King does the same thing. This is why the team is so stupid. So King does the same thing. So this time I should be able to finish off this character over here in the end. At least I hope so. King, I'm going to have stun this guy, and Merlin is going to freeze this guy right here. So we're, again, shouldn't take any damage. Merlin's one of my strongest characters. Yep, dead. King's going to come in. King and Helbram do the same thing. He's going to stone this guy. King's free, too. You get this King just by playing the main story, which is absolutely nuts. All right, and so, again, a free turn. It's my turn again. Now, her super attack is maxed out now. So the next turn, we should actually be able to hit the enemy with the super attack, which is pretty cool. Unless they get rid of it. So this guy right here is attacking twice. He's the only one I need to worry about. So we're going to do that. And we're going to actually, it should be enough to kill him. I don't have to worry about any other attacks, so I'm going to hold the CC. And yep, he's dead. Okay, moving forward. Halbram just moved on to the next character because her target died. Now, this is where Merlin actually, like, I know you guys are just coming into the game new. So Merlin, her freeze, once it's blue, you freeze an opponent, they take 80% more damage if you hit them. Like, so basically I'll freeze them and then I'll hit them to try to do more damage instead of using it as crowd control. We'll just do that for the sake of this video. So we're going to hit him and then we're going to blast him with the super. As you can see, we filled up the bar for Merlin, so that's why we have a super attack. And for next turn also, I want to raise these guys a super attack as well. So let's do that with Halbram, and that will get him closer to a super. I think that actually might give him a super. Watch this. So this is going to do a lot of damage. Probably like 70 or 80k. 76,360. Not bad. Okay, and then we're just kind of tapping away at this guy. We should be able to finish him this turn. Now, for King, we only have 2 cards for King. Aw, darn it. Okay. We'll do that. I want to save Halbram Super for next turn, so that's why I kind of did that. Halbram Super is pretty cool. It attacks all enemies. Okay. Alright, and so this is where things get a little tricky, and we have the CC, so we should be okay. All enemies attacking once, no big deal. We are going to do that. So that's going to hit all enemies. And then we are going to hit you. And I'm going to let the enemy hit me this time. And you. And that should actually kill 2 of them and just leave 1 standing. And I should be in pretty good, shape after that. So all enemies took damage. Merlin. Oh no! It didn't leave. I didn't a little bit. Oh, that was a mistake by me. But my characters are pretty strong. My characters are so strong. So, unless King dies here, which he should be able to survive the onslaught, no problem. This event's pretty easy for me. Alright, so I think we got a pretty general, basic understanding of how things work. So again, I want to get King Super so you guys can see that. So, King has an ability to heal as well. This is why he's rated one of the top units in the game. So we're going to heal everybody up. We're going to kill this guy and kill him. And next turn, we should have King's ultimate as well. So that means you were able to see all 3 ultimates. And now we're back to full health. Team's pretty powerful. You did. And you can click on the enemy that you want to attack as well. Very self-explanatory. And now we're going to take 1 hit here. King has his ultimate. Yeah, did a little bit of damage. Not a big deal. All right, so I want to see more damage. So we're going to, same thing. We're going to freeze him. We're going to hit him with that. And then Merlin can probably finish him off there in case he still has life left. So 80% more damage. If I get it to gold card, it does 200% more damage, but we weren't able to. King finished him off with 60,371 health. I have the super attack animation turned off just to speed things up. But if you guys actually leave them on, it's quite beautiful, the super attack animations. And as you can see, we got some money there. Okay, so guys, the last thing I wanted to go over is probably my favorite tier list that I see in the game currently. And obviously, this is going to change. The older this video gets, this is not going to be the best tier list. But right now, these are the strongest units in the game. Now, so this King right here is obtained from playing the story. You get him in Chapter 3. You saw him in the gameplay there. He heals, he CCs, and he does an AoE super attack. So very strong. His heal also gets rid of debuffs on your party. So very, very strong. Gother's stupid. Gother is just stupid. He turns all your bronze cards to silver, and he does something else. I believe he limits the opponent's cards of what they can use. So he's very, very good support. Like, I love Gother. And whenever I go against him in PvP, I usually lose. So I will be buying him when he shows up at the shop again. These 2 units right here, actually all 3 of these, are purchasable in the shop. Don't buy King though, because he's free. You'll get him just by playing the game. I would say either pick up Gother or Bond first in the shop. Like I said, at the time of recording this video, Bond shows up in 2 days. So it's a good time to start playing. See if you can get some SSRs within that time frame. If not, you can always buy him anytime for 7 coins. The next best unit in the game that you guys saw was Merlin. She is the ultimate crowd control. There's only 2 characters that I know of that have a 1-turn, like a bronze card CC, and she is one of them, and she's very, very good. So Merlin is definitely top tier in my book. This is the tier list, like I said, I like the most, so definitely try to get Merlin. She is only summonable, but she's on every banner, so you have a pretty good chance of getting her. A lot of people say the green Merlin's better, but because of the bronze CC for the red Merlin, I like her better, okay? And the last one I like is Halbram. So these are the strongest characters in the game. You guys saw Halbram. He also crowd controls with the stone, and then his attack reduces the enemy's super attack. So they're about to super you, you can just hit him with that and it stops. And then his ultimate is an AoE ultimate. It does area of effect. It hits multiple opponents. I know a lot of people don't WoW, but very strong card. So with these units, I pretty much, this is going to be my lineup, my main 5 that I'm going to be working on. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you want to see more content on this, please let me know down below. We can do some summoning videos, we can do some combat videos, we can do some PvP. There's a lot to this game that I want to show you guys. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, join Discord. We can try to help you. I'll leave a link in the description, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next video. Laters.